Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Exceptional Conservative Show live for the nation's capital. I am your host, the Exceptional One, Ken McClenton. Uh, Coming on the hearing of the loss of Mary Brockman's sister, I am irreverently moved. Um, Mary Brockman, I truly adore. If there's any woman I've ever adored as a friend, it certainly is Mary Brockman. She has been with me every step of the way in terms of my process of being on the air. She's encouraged me when I've been my most down. She has chastised me when I've been my most errant. And we have been like family, one unto the other. So there is no joy in my heart this evening um, that Mary has lost her sister this evening. So I'm somewhat convoluted in terms of my thinking at this point. Because when you have a friend like Mary, you wish you could just run alongside her and give her the comfort that she needs. Um, you just want to be there to laugh with her, to cry with her, to hold her, maybe even take her to get a couple of hot dogs and something to drink. Um, it's really saddening to me. And so Mrs. Biggs and I are definitely at once seeking to console and to extend our most sincere condolences to you at this time period. Um, our study on Christianity's impact on America's liberty and freedom. And for those of you who are sitting back and maligned by your faith in Marxism, communism, socialism, and totalitarianisms, I just want you to understand that if it were not for the free will of God and his love towards us, where would we be? Certainly in America, where would we be? We certainly would be absent of salvation, but more important, the motivation to remain free here on earth as we would be in heaven. And so earlier today, I put out a article. I didn't write it today. In fact, as I reported, it is the number one editorial I presented this year. The absolute number one. And it's my all-time number one as well, editorial. It's entitled, "It's Not You, It's Me. A Letter to Black, Negro, Colored, African American Persons of Color from the Socialists-Democrats of America." I want to tell you how much favor it garnered, that even in terms of re-releasing it today, I received a letter shortly after I re-released it via LinkedIn from a young woman named Heidi. And Heidi said, "Hi, Ken. Happy holidays to you. I wanted you to know that I read your letter on LinkedIn. It's not you, it's me. I was very impressed. I think it would make for a great spoken word as well. Just wanted to let you know for Christmas time. Happy holidays, Heidi." You know, that brought up a great in my heart and in my soul to do just that. This was written on September the 1st, 2019. And I thought tonight would be the best night to do that spoken word. And thus I would take these moments and add them to the historical record on TECN TV and as well the Exceptional Conservative Show channels of YouTube, giving you access to that also on Facebook and other places of social media. And I pray that you'll also be able to share it. I hope that you'll understand how succinct the imagery is, symbolic. I suppose you might be able to understand, for some at least. It is the envisionment of a woman who has been brutalized, domestically violent, the assertions upon her body, mind, soul, and strength. And yet, no matter what is done to her, she continues to go back to the abuser. The article again is called "It's Not You, It's Me," a letter to Black, Negro, colored, African American persons of color from the Socialists-Democrats of America. Written on Sunday, September the 1st, 2019. I will begin. Dear faithful one, I hope that the kisses that I placed in this letter are received fully in your heart and soul. You have made me stronger than any other has. I want you to know that I love you and always will. You have been faithful to me in the rain and the sunshine. When I was against you, you were for me. When I swerved from you, you stood by me. When you offered me your greatest treasure, I cast it away. You, with tears in your eyes, held on to my promises of a better day. Your love is so strong. I hope and pray that you have enjoyed the many times that we have shared. Others envy what we have. They criticize. They heckle. They are constantly beefing. It gets on my last nerves. Yet you never stray. You lay beside me when I come home at 5 in the morning, and you never gripe. You may speak out every once in a while, but in public you never put me down. My bacon be crisp, my eggs perfectly scrambled, and my orange juice freshly squeezed. My clothes perfectly laundered and shirts exceptionally starched, not too crisp and not too wispy. Just the way I like it. I know my folks never liked you and still hesitate to come around. I know that you march around the house saying that you don't like them. You have to know that they appreciate you more than you will ever know. At least what you do for me. You keep the house strong when everyone else can see how weak it is. You never let their truth infect our lie. Faithful one, you are my ride and or die. I know from you that you will never leave me. Yeah, sometimes you make me crazy. You ask me to do stuff for you when my friends need it more. You got to remember that I am just a giver, a businessman. Yeah, you have made me mad and I have to come to correct you. The good thing is that we did that privately in our own abode. I did not mean to hurt you, but we both know that you had it coming. I had to handle my business. You made me mad. The doctor that I sent you to said that you will be fine. As long as you stay inside and wear shades when you go out, then you will be just fine. Faithful one, you know that I have to treat you this way because you need to be strengthened. You gotta learn to love me when the rain falls hard against your face. You have learned to mask the tears and blame it on the rain. You are just so strong. You drive me crazy, but I know that you love me. Faithful one, you have been so good to me. I know that when you could leave, you chose to stay. You don't even think about going anywhere else. Even if you did, then where would you go? You know nobody else wants your imperfect nature. No one else could care for you the way that I have cared for you. You don't even have to think about it because there is none to compare me. If you need a rethink, then I will refresh your mind. Who wants you but me? I took you from the fields that my folks had you slaving in day and night. I took you from the problems of owning stuff in the back country to living on my dime in the big city. Did I not treat you better here than my people treated you from where you came? My hand is softer than that which struck you from where you came. I have done you good, better than any have. In spite of your sensitivities, I have stood by you, not for what you have asked, but for what you have needed. I know what you need. I give it to you as you need. When it doesn't work, it's not because of me, but it is because you are not prepared or competent enough to handle what I give you when I know that you need it most. I stand next to you and you do not have to apologize. I got you and you got me. As I write these sweet words to you, I want you to know that, faithful one, you give me much pride and joy. I don't have to worry about you because you are always here for me. Yes, I have messed up sometimes, but you don't hold it against me. When I screw up, then you explain that it is because we are victims. The man is against us and always trying to keep us apart. No matter what happens, I know that you will always be with me. I am not worried about the future. My place is set at the table. Your place is set at my table. You are my boo, no matter what. You know that I love you and always will. But it's me and it's not you. I have grown. I have matured. I have gotten to a point where I know that you can stand strong and I can stand strong. Faithful one. We can get to the next level that we have always dreamed of, but it requires that I do some stuff that we have never done before. Or at least that I have never done before. I know that you will be with me until the very end because my Father said that you would be with me until I die. Faithful one, just stay with me while I am away from you. Firstly, Jesus is in my way. At least the way you make him out to be, he does not fit our lives. It's not you, it's me. I mean, you say he is the creator, but how do I know that? Do you have proof? No. But you keep telling me that what I do oppresses or opposes him. That it hurts him when I encourage little boys to dress as girls and to dance for me. That it hurts him that I recommend an abortion to an impoverished woman. That God wants me to use my money, our money, to feed the poor rather than taxing the hell out of another person or business to do the same thing. I don't know what God you serve, but he does not have a world view. He is not compassionate to a woman that is trapped in a man's body. In fact, he has a greater love for a baby trapped in the womb of a confused mother than for one of my LGBTQRSTUVWXYZP friends. What is this God and who is he? I'm sorry. I know that you are crying now, but you have a belief that keeps me from growing with the world. It's not you. It's me. Secondly, I have to replace some of the peeps in your life that have not matured as I have. I know that this is tough. It's been running through my mind like the first time I saw you. On that perfect day that I saw you, I knew that you were all that I needed, wanted, and desired. I did not want anyone else. I only wanted you. I wanted you to be happy with me. I wanted to be happy with you. However, there are some that you cling to that just don't fit where I'm going. They're keeping me from loving you in the right way that you need to be loved. They keep talking about the way that things once were, the way that things used to be. No change. We just keep going along doing the same thing and getting the same results. I have a small list. Henry Quiller, William Lacey Clay, Hakeem Jeffries, Nancy Pelosi, Yvette Clarke, Joyce Betty, Emmanuel Cleaver, Anthony Brown. If you love them, then you will let them know that they no longer represent you. You let them know that I got you. We will walk together in the right direction. True justice is that you walk with me and they can walk with us as well. Faithful one, I'm not trying to take them away from you. I just want you to lift them up in a way that I have lifted you up. You are strong and will come. They are weak and you must make them strong. If they follow you, then I can return to you sooner. Remember, it's me, not you, but I need you. This last thing, faithful one, will challenge us more than anything else. I want you to know that everyone thinks that you will not stand by me. They say that you may be jealous, that you will be so mad out of envy that you will break away from me. The man says that you are weak. Who can be weak when you sacrifice our inheritance so often for the sake of ending poverty, reducing the stress of needless populations, and making our existence certain and affordable? You love me, faithful one. I must now love another. It's for our good. I know that this hurts you. The man will tell you that this is wrong, and that it really shows that I don't care. Don't let their truth maliciously deny our commitment to each other. You may have received word that I have been entertaining others. You may have heard that they give me hope and satisfaction like none other. I want you to know that only those that chose their lover, no matter how they dress or what room they choose to relieve themselves, these same entertained visiting citizens have suffered as you have suffered. They are persons of color as you have a color given to you by your Creator. They deserve the same rights that we have given you, and they deserve the same benefits that once were yours alone. Is it fair that you have an outcome that is not the same as theirs? Perish the thought that I am fair only with you and no other. Your hue did not stop you from joining me. Why should their ethnicity separate them from the gifts of a nation to your ancestry? If you love me, and what I have done for you, then let me know and love them. You are my beloved, my faithful one. How shall I love you alone with favor and hate another with prejudice? You must fight the man that wishes to convince you the truth. I shall return with more of those that I entertain for my prosperity and your well being. It may seem that in a short time than you have ever gotten from me, yet be not so concerned that you forget your devotion to me. It is this unrivaled alliance that I count upon. It is me. It is never you. Faithful one, tears roll down my face as I write these words to you. Not because I think you are weak and will not devote yourself to this cause of love. Oh no. I am certain, as you were with me, that you will always be with me. This is the insurance that I will carry as I do your picture in my wallet. I know that you will never tire of my promises, even when I fall short. That same God that you say creates, you know that he will forgive me and bring me back into the field. When I am with the others, I shall long to be with you. When you see us together on the street, then cross to the other side and ignore us. I do this to shelter you from the pain that we share of longing for each other. Faithful one, you know that I love you and always will. But it's me and it's not you. Sincerely, your beloved friend. That is a reading from the editorial I wrote Sunday, September 1st, 2019. It's not you, it's me. A letter to Black, Negro, colored, African American persons of color from the Socialists-Democrats of America. I encourage you to go to our Voices of Liberty page on the Exceptional Conservative Show website, theexceptionalconservativeshow.com. You can click on, and there are a lot of actual links that you can go to during the course of this particular essay, and you will get the context of some of the script. But I hope that you will share this because it might mightily influence those who happen to be on the other side of the fence to drop their attachment, their abusive attachment to the totalitarians that represent the Socialist Democrats of America. We will be right back with more of the best right after this message or these messages. Thank you for watching TECN TV, the best in urban conservative news and talk, the Exceptional Conservative Show.